What's up, y'all? I am here to talk about protein. So, 3 things I need you to remember today about protein. Number 1, how protein energizes and stabilizes. Number 2, how it builds and burns. And number 3, how the input affects the output. So, in looking at protein, we need to make sure you're getting enough protein in your daily amount. And what is enough? Half your body weight in grams of protein every single day. Here at Strong Side, we have the 5 baselines, and the second baseline is consuming half your body weight in grams of protein every day. So if you weigh 200 pounds, you need a minimum of 100 grams of protein every single day. So that's the simple math for you. We broke it down after doing all of our studies on the back end and what the RDA requires for a sedentary adult, what is ideal for an active human being, all of these things. And we came to half your body weight in grams of protein. There's lots of studies on it. You can do your research. Now, in those 3 things I told you to remember, let's talk about how protein energizes and stabilizes. So protein helps your blood sugar stay more stable throughout the day. So you have more rolling hills versus deep peaks and valleys throughout your day when you pair your protein with all of your meals. So any sort of carb and fat, go ahead and throw protein in there as well to help stabilize your blood sugar. As you are stabilizing your blood sugar, you are energizing your mood, you are energizing your output for the day. You will have more energy because you're not sitting in these deep valleys when that's where you're getting a cup of coffee around 2 p.m. When you start looking for sugar and caffeine, it's more often than not you're in one of those valleys here. So when you consume protein, you are keeping more rolling hills and staying out of those really deep valleys. You are staying up top, more in the peak areas to help stabilize your blood sugar that way. And then therefore, energizing your mood and being a happy human being. So that's number 1. And then number 2, when looking at how it builds and burns, we all know protein builds muscle mass. We know that. But you need to make sure you're getting enough to not only build your muscle mass, but also help the rest of your body recover. You're more than just muscle. You also have tendons and ligaments, hair, skin, and nails. Protein affects all of those things. Now, when you are coming into the gym and you have goals of typically building lean body mass and building lean muscle and burning body fat, you have to look at it in that order. So when you are building lean body mass, then you are naturally going to start burning body fat, because the more muscle mass that you have, the more calories you burn at rest, just existing. It takes a lot of energy to maintain your muscle mass. So when we are consuming enough protein, not only are we able to maintain our muscle mass, we can then build upon it, burn more calories at rest, burn more body fat. That's how that goes. So you have to make sure you're getting a minimum amount, which is half your body weight in grams of protein. So that's number 2. And then number 3, in looking at the input versus the output. So when you are eating protein, we're really eating for the essential amino acids. Now, there are essential ones because our body cannot make them on its own. We have to consume it from elsewhere. So you can get that from whole foods, from typically animal products. It's more difficult on a plant-based diet, but you can find ways to do it. But when you're consuming animal products, beef, poultry, fish, whatever it is, you are able to get those essential amino acids. Now, why are they important? Some of those amino acids are particularly responsible for decreasing muscle fatigue and increasing the rate of building that muscle. So when you are looking at the input of your food, input of the amount of protein that you are consuming each day, the output in your workouts will be drastically affected. And when I say that, I mean you will then be able to go faster, for longer, and lift heavier. All of these things we want to see as progress in the gym when we are working hard towards our goals. So when you're inputting the amount of protein, the minimum, getting closer to the ideal point, which we'll get to in a second, then you are then changing the output of getting your workouts to be more effective. The more you progress, the closer and faster you will get to your goals of burning body fat, building lean muscle mass, looking the way you want to look, and feeling the way you want to feel. I feel like that's the biggest one, because when you feel terrible and look great, it doesn't even matter. right? We want both of those things. And a lot of it's gonna come from the quality protein that you're consuming and making sure it's enough. So half your body weight in grams of protein every single day. If you are doing anything towards your goals, just start tracking your protein alone and start looking at how much you're consuming. And if you have questions on it, please reach out to me or your nutrition coaches. The Strong Side coaches all know, we all at Strong Side know half your body weight in grams of protein because it makes that much of a difference and we want you to feel great. So if you have any questions, please shoot us a message somewhere on the platform and we'll chat with you soon. Cool. Go crush it, y'all.